Arktika.1 is the first VR title from Studio 4A Games, the same team that brought you the well-known Metro series. Similar to the Metro series, the world of Arktika.1 is a post-apocalyptic world. In this game, mankind has succumbed to a new ice age. As a newly hired security detail, it's your job to protect the colony in the wastelands of old Russia from raiders, marauders, and strange creatures. Victoria, an unnecessarily sexy robot sidekick, guides you along the way and briefs you in between missions. From start to finish, I would say my playthrough of the game took around 6 to 7 hours. Straight off the bat, this game is graphically gorgeous. It's easily one of the best looking VR games to date, only being topped for me by Lone Echo. The lighting and textures really give a sense of being out in the cold, dark and dangerous environment. The main gripes I hear about this title are the oversized hands and the teleport locomotion system. The hands are a little on the larger side, but this is a frozen wasteland after all, so a big pair of gloves would be practical. For the most part, I didn't mind the teleport system. Blue nodes indicate a spot with adequate cover, whereas orange nodes indicate where you'll be left vulnerable without cover, however may be able to get an edge over the enemy by being on higher ground and get an advantage point over the action. The only times I really felt the teleportation system was lacking was when I wanted to explore the environments. This just isn't possible as the teleport nodes are preset, unlike the teleport system in titles such as Robo Recall and Arizona Sunshine. It seemed a shame that 4A had created such a graphically beautiful game that I was limited to explore. The only other gripe I had with the game is that you don't really get a good sense of why all this violence is necessary. In the previous Metro series, you went into the tunnels and witnessed firsthand the survivors' struggles. However, you never see any of the community that you're fighting for in this title. But this game isn't about admiring the scenery or following a deep story. It's all about the shooting, which I'm pleased to say feels very satisfying. Not only do the weapons look incredible, but they sound incredible too. The gunshots ring out and echo around the environments. Each gun available has a unique look and feel. Also, the different weapons have different reload mechanisms. Some require you to drop the gun to your hip and return it, while others require you just to simply flick your wrist. Both of your guns are mounted to your back, so you get a nice rumble and sound indication when you go to grab them, so you know you're doing it right. If I was to compare this game to another game, I would say it feels a lot like a post-apocalyptic time crisis, with some puzzle elements thrown in between firefights. Talking of puzzles, there are plenty to complete along the way, which serve as a nice break in between all the action. Some require you to simply pull a lever or find a keycard, while others will need a little bit more attention. One early on in the game really had me stumped for a while. It really makes you think out of the box to solve a problem at times. Overall, I enjoyed my time with the game, but I would say that the default difficulty is way too easy. I would recommend playing the game on medium or on hard to add a challenge to the gameplay, otherwise it's just too easy to breeze through each firefight. The game can be played with 2 sensors with no problems, as you're not required to move around. You teleport from node to node and you're always facing in the right direction. Arktika.1 is an Oculus exclusive and only available through the Oculus Store. It's a highly polished shooter and one of the best on the platform, and one that I would totally recommend.